Hey guys, hope all is well. It's been a while, so I decided to come on here. I'm so bored. What happens when you get on have to stay home all the time? I was gonna go do a few things earlier this morning, but I got to where I didn't get very much sleep, so I was like, forget it, I ain't going. And my daughter's done with she's been on lockdown, so she was done with hers yesterday, so she got to go. She went to church this morning and just left to go to a friend's house today. But she's started feeling much better a few, about 3 or 4 days ago. Antibiotic. Hello, and I cannot see who. If you're saying anything, I don't know where my comments are anymore. So I think they changed some things around on us. I hope all is well. Talking about watched a video earlier today, and so how many people are distracted by some things going on. It's like, um, I don't know if you're part of the coin community or just somebody random, but they were saying they were not too happy with our back coin order. It's like they were trying to connect the dots between the back quarter and the stuff. I won't say what it is. I think you can connect that dot. Um, and that was a 2020 back quarter, which I just don't see it. No, there's been plenty of things I've watched that. Yeah, I could see the dots connected to that, but I just can't see that when it's got to be all those lines, whether it be the back quarter. Let's see what all it runs. I know I got all of them up here. The free, the Weir Farm, the Weir Farm. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to think what other one was last year. Oh yeah, the girl. The girl with plant the tree. I think that was all 5 designs. No, there's one more. But there's 5 designs. Usually every year, I believe. Sometimes they'll throw out an extra one, or like the W quarters. They threw out that one. I just don't. I understand that currency sometimes has a deeper meaning than maybe we all know. But I don't know. Maybe that's a rabbit hole I need to start looking at to see where they picked out these designs. Maybe I'm not giving them enough credit. Maybe it's just a distraction, keep us busy. I don't know. And think about it, because there's more than just, our currency in the United States. There's other currencies, and how much does all those interlocked into, one big thing? It's a lot to think about. But then that's a rabbit hole. And I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole. Do you? I don't know. I'm sure somebody is trying to dig up that information and post it all over social media or here on YouTube. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been on here, so I think I'll switch topics now. Sorry if you're posting comments. I don't know if uh, I'm getting them. If you are posting anything. Um, so, but I don't know. I don't know. I wished I could see your comments so we can all just chat. But it's been a couple weeks. My daughter ended up with the sick, supposedly. She tested positive, and what I don't understand is they gave her the same medication they would give anybody with the flu. Hey, JC likes Pam. Good, I'm not just talking to myself. What's up? But they gave her the same medication as they would give anybody with the flu. And I don't understand that. If it's so much more dangerous than the flu, wouldn't it be different medication? Or what about the medication that everybody's, raving about with the ivermectin, I think is what it's called, and the vitamin cocktail, and then there was something else. I don't know. I don't understand. I think it's just all a big distraction. Awesome. Congratulations on those. I haven't checked my change lately, but I got a few of the Washingtons crossing the Delaware a few days ago. And there was something else I found. A toned dime. I haven't looked at that one yet. But I don't know if you were here when I first started talking about it. People are trying to connect dots between what happened last year with the crazy world and our back quarters, saying it's a slap in the face. W and a 2019 W. Awesome. Congrats. So what state are you in? And was that in pocket change or did you buy rolls? Nope, you left. It's filling the hospital where you're at in Idaho. I'd watched a video here on YouTube and it was trying to pretty much say it was a slap in the face. Okay, so you bought rolls and they're still in rolls. See, with all the quarters I'd bought last year, I had not found a single W. I was surprised. I did find like brand new what was it, Marsh Billings, and I was trying to get I'd stopped I had to get parts for my van. Alternator went down and I had somebody come over and get me and take me up to the store. Bought an alternator and with some of the change I got back they were brand new crossing the Delaware. And I asked if I could buy some of their quarters that like a roll or something from them. Oh, we can't do that. And I'm like, oh, come on. It's just a roll of quarters. So apparently I'm gonna have to go to like one of their banks around in that area and buy a few rolls. Hopefully they're the new circulation then. But my biggest thing is, okay, they gave my daughter the same medication that they would use to treat somebody with the flu. Why would they do that? Every 2 weeks. And they didn't test her for just the regular flu. They just straight went to that. And I didn't see, the wrapper of what they, and the, all that. They didn't show us the test. They didn't show us anything to do with it. They just swabbed her and tested. And it was the same amount of time that they would use for the flu. Just don't, I don't know. I have 10 rolls of 2021 D. Cool. The crossing the Delaware ones. And see, I don't even know what other designs are out this year. There was the crossing the Delaware is the only one I think I knew about. At least that's the only one I know mostly everybody's talking about. The Weir Farms are last year. The Bats are last year. the girl planting the tree or sapling this last year. No. But yeah, I've been busy with my daughter trying to get her well, and haven't been doing a whole lot of videos lately as I was canning before that. I'd gotten over 20 pints of diced tomatoes made up from my little garden. I've got, I pretty much plucked all my tomato plants out of my raised beds out. And have you ran across any of the other ones yet besides the Delaware? Because they're supposed to be like, well, we usually are having like 4 or 5 different designs every year. Like I said, I haven't heard anybody talk about anything besides the Delaware. I think that's what I got in my change yesterday. Yeah, yesterday or day before when I got my vehicle fixed. And I did get some 2021 pennies as well, and I got some like at one time, I think. But then again, I can't hardly read that little tiny print without my scope. I'm half blind. And I haven't looked at some of my change yet, my ones and stuff. I usually look to see if they have any good serial numbers and stuff. Let me go put that in my room so I can get that looked at. And I haven't come across any, bicentennials lately because I keep all mine. I don't care if it's in bad shape or good shape. I keep all my bicentennials. I'm like tiny. I have to water my stuff tonight. The other one is okay, but there should be more than just those two, right? Muskegee and the Delaware. And they usually have them out. I'm trying to think. There should be like one more drop between, well, maybe there's another drop coming soon, and then one in November. Does that sound about right? Every 2 to 3 months they drop new ones out. Maybe I'm just trying to overthink it. Because I've been getting all my garden stuff out here done. I pulled my tomatoes, so you can actually see my other plants now. My what am I hearing is just these two this year. Only 2 designs this year. That don't make any sense to me. It's cold out here. I don't know. I'll have to look to see if I can find any more information about that, because that's why I was like, usually they have like at least a good 4 to 5 different designs on all the quarters. And there was something else I heard too. about, because they're trying to push for the digital. And a lot of people are not going to be happy with that because we don't want that. That and there was something about if you pull out more than $600 out of your account, then instantly they're going to send information to, I want to say, IRS. You think these are the end of the series? For what series, though? The Weir Farm and all that, or because what goes with what? See, that's where, as being a newer coin collector, change collector, whatever you want to call me, don't understand where what goes with what. So I understand that, they had the national park ones and the state quarters, and then they had, what was it, the like the volcanoes and all that, and then the birds. But I think the volcanoes, I think, was with the parks. For me, I just like the regular Washington quarter. They're a lot easier to remember what they're supposed to look like when you're looking at for errors. The National Park series, I don't quite understand either. Yeah, because it's all like mixed in between everything. It don't have just like they had volcanoes and then they had birds and I mean it was all kinds of stuff. I know they were trying to come out with what was it, women? I'm not sure for next year or the year after that. And that's why I didn't understand. This video was talking about how it was like a slap in the face to the people in the United States because it had the bats on there, supposedly going for, the Poe stuff. But it's like this stuff had to be pre-authorized, pre-agreed upon before it got put into circulation. So are you saying that they knew about this however long it takes beforehand? To me, that would have been collecting all my life, but only serious about 3 years. Yeah, that's about where I started about 3 or 4 years ago. I was always intrigued about the bicentennial quarters, always. But yeah, I'm a bicentennial baby, so those are my favorite. And I just like something about them. I just like it. I don't know. I maybe it's the freedom thing. I don't know. I did not like they had another one too for it, but it was a centennial and it had a ship on it. I didn't care for that one. That was in with, I think, the 50 state quarters. They didn't do no justice for the centennial. They should have did another one with the drummer boy. You graduated that year? Apparently that makes me young. But it's okay. So I'm getting plenty of grace. I don't know if any of my no, none of my brothers or sisters graduated that year. So I'm like the second youngest. There's 7 of us kids. My parents were busy. You're probably like my sister and my brother's age. I've got, wished I knew the years they were born, but like I'm the second youngest out of 7, so and I want to say my mom, where she passed, she just turned 83. And she was 21 when she married my dad and started having kids. I'd like to have some of the change from back then too. That would be nice. And I'm sure all the stuff was a lot easier to find. Okay. I figured J and B are probably about the same age as my oldest brother and my oldest sister, so one big happy family. I'm gonna sit down for a second. Sometimes I feel like that math. Oh, darn, all over. But yeah, it's been I think let's say 3 or 4 years since I started watching them guys. I gotta do a mail call video here too and get all that out because I just got all my stuff from them guys. I did open one, but I gotta make sure it's, you know, right to show because it was really trying to get my one of my older brothers started getting into coin collecting too. And I wanted to send him a few things. Collected in the 60s, but oh wow, that would have been a nice collection too. Here, let me pull those out. I think they were D. I want to say they were all D's is what I got out of my change. Oh, I heard that fall. It's not good. And they are super shiny, guys. I seen that shine when they were handing me the change. I'm like, can I please get a roll? I don't think we can do that. And I do love that how they did these new ones this year. I did not care for how they made I think the Weir Farms and all that, the Washington part. I do like how they made them for this year. Because it reminds me of so much of the regular the regular quarters. It's a lot better than that's the Delaware. But I love how they did those because it gives them even. I'm not sure if this is a 2015, I think. But this is like a flattened out Washington, and I did not care for those. They're flattened, which these ones give it more depth, like the older style quarters did. They got a little bit more depth to them. I was just changing that back. Right, exactly. But I just didn't care for the flattened out front. And that's 2000. What I wouldn't give for better eyeballs. Kansas. So I don't know if these are the 50 state done. Yeah, I assume. They're all like flattened. I didn't like them. Didn't like how they did the fronts. I don't know. Maybe it's just all of the stuff on the front of it. But yeah. Now, these would be considered proof like, right? But then I don't understand that whole, you know, it's like glass, but it don't have that other stuff that adds to it. I don't know. Let's see if I can find that tone one. That's a new one. That's a new one. I didn't know when that fell. No, that was quarter. It was gorgeous. It might be in my pocket still. Yep, it is. And then another of the from last year's quarters I got. Here it is. Until I actually look under a microscope. Got some tone to it. No, I don't know if you can see that or not. And it could just be me, or it could have had bath. On my drawers, maybe. There it is. was just changed. Oh, okay, I did read that. Oh no, do you like the quarters from pre 50 state quarters or the 50 state quarter fronts? Under my doors because I can't read the tiny print. It's a 2015. So it might have been dipped or I don't know, it looks funny. Uh, it looks really weird. So I don't know. I need to learn more about this stuff because like the whole dipping process and how to tell if it's been cleaned or all that's kind of just really hard to know. And this is well, that one's a 75. And this one looks better than the one I just had. And the V is smushed and part of the 75 is kind of smushed. What I don't understand is knowing all these errors on all these coins. It's so much I have to think about. So, is that what kind of things that you collect, JC? 2003. My eyeballs were better than what I got. I would definitely collect more of the coins that I like. The Mercury dimes, those are kind of cool. I think those are one of my favorites. The Mercury dimes, the Buffalo. Oh, sorry, hold on. Get this dismissed. Yeah, I just don't, and I don't like for the pennies. I don't like the shields. I just don't. I don't understand it. um, I like the monument better. I do like the Buffalo better than the Monticello, though. We'll say that. I don't know if it's just because I like the older stuff better. We're gonna have to turn my light on soon. It's starting to get dark in here. I wonder how they go through the whole process of picking out designs and if there's just random people sending in submissions. So you just pretty much buying rolls and then going through them, seeing what you can find. I think that's probably the cheapest way to go about it is if you're gonna buy coins just to buy face value rolls of whatever you're wanting to look through. I know I've been trying to not go through as yeah. Well, quarters because the W's, I mean, just even for that would be because they're rare. Not very many made. Not compared to, the rest of it. And pennies because they're cheap. Trying to understand all the terminology and like for the strike throughs and double strikes and if you have a double or triple strike with where it was not reversed but tilted like the face of Lincoln and it struck, like sideways compared to the his face, which should be that should have some kind of depth to it, shouldn't it? The mom and pop stream. Not sure who that is. You shouldn't have to use a magnifying glass to or a microscope to show that deeper, right? It should have some depth to it, not just like scratches. My brother had asked about a coin or a penny that had it it did look like it had some more features to it, but oh, okay. Paul's spare time. Yeah, okay. I haven't been over there for a while. Hop in and out of everybody's channels trying to help them with their view thing. There's been a couple people I haven't seen in quite a while too. Just figured life got in the way and it's hard to keep uploading stuff. Especially when you got kids. You ran out of the boxes. So this, oh yeah, it'll happen. So is he having a hard time finding, getting boxes of pennies and stuff? 'Cause I think for a while he was doing pennies. And I think he had sent a couple other channels those as well. So I hate allergy season. That's a long week. Wow. They definitely sound like they keep you busy. My daughter gets to go back to school tomorrow, and she's going back to work tomorrow. And I'm debating on what I'm doing while she's at school and work, because by the time she gets home, she's gonna be ready for bed. And so if I need to do anything, I better do it while she's at home. Now, it just is the older style wrappers, right? Is that what that means? Never understood it. I wished I had the money to go get a box of halves. I've thought about doing that, and it's like there's no way I can afford to do that right now. Just one thing after another on this side of the video. She just got done being sick. I bought a vehicle like 2 months ago, and I drove it for like 5 days, and it went down. Thought it was just the brakes. I had somebody come over and fix my other vehicle because it just went down. And found out because he climbed underneath the other one that I just bought that the whole frame is rusted out. So it's like seriously, I can't take much more of that. Oh, okay. So trying to figure out if there's anything legally I can do about that vehicle because I don't have the money to replace it. Well, hopefully they can find some more of those. Well, I think I'm gonna get off of here. I've got to get figure out how to get my plants replanted so I can get the boxes from outside and put in the garage for the winter so that I don't have the weather destroying them for the winter. So I got them for next year. And my kitty thinks it's time to come up here and see me. Hi, you think you need to come see us, huh? She's a good ball. Get back up on your box. Well, I will see you later, JC. And you have a great day. Rest your night. Oh, wow. I'll have to go see what they're up to. It's been a while since I've been over there on their stream, too. So, all right. You have a great night. And I'll catch you in some live streams, okay? Thanks for stopping in. See you later.